Thank y'all for tuning in to the Indie as Fuck podcast right now. We have my girl, LA Wray. What's going on, Ray?
What's the deal, girl?
It's been a whole fucking vibe here at the LRG.
It really has. You got me over here faded down, but I'm gonna put my Amazon voice on.
Shit, same. Wait, my face.
Yeah, let's get right.
My fucking yeah.
How you feeling? How you feeling?
I'm feeling really good.
Good.
I'm feeling really
good.
good.
You look good. You look nice.
Thank you. I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling really lit. You look amazing.
Thank
you
beautiful.
killed your mic
performance. As soon as you walked up, you was like, "Oh, you look good." I'm like, "Thank you."
Okay. Hey, I love having another girl on this show.
Yes.
And the main thing that I like to ask every artist when they come in is what makes you indie as fuck?
Just making it happen at the end of the day. Like waking up knowing I gotta go for it. Because it's just me and God. So I can't depend on nobody else and just always have the mindset of getting it on my own. So that's what keeps me going.
You've been like that from LA to freaking Arizona, back to LA. Like, tell me that transition.
It was crazy because just going off a perspective of me trying to get it in financially, I was coming from working in the serving field. I was a waitress when I was out here. So when I went to Arizona in 2017, I started working in the behavioral health field as far as focusing on your mental health, which made me start focusing on my own. So that was the transition with that. I feel like Arizona was definitely necessary as far as like a mandatory season I needed in my life. So did that. And it's crazy because I started doing music when I moved to Arizona. So just being back and forth was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
So that's really what made me had to make the decision of moving back down here.
Gotcha.
So now I'm back out here. I'm in the IE Ray. No, I'm playing. Still LA.
Hey, you always know that I rep the IE.
Yes.
But it's cool because like I think, well, personally for myself, like I started off as like a waitress. Like I was in that whole industry.
Because we got that personality.
Yeah, but I feel like it built character.
It does. It does.
It showed me how to talk to so many different people. It gave me that charisma.
Yes,
like,
exactly. Who to play with. Who to be like, okay, you want your steak like this?
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, so tell me about the LA Wray scene right now. I mean, but in LA particularly, I mean, you started off with obviously like a bunch of love.
Yes.
And I love the fact that you shared on your story the other day. You were like, I thought that like just because like I was who I am and like I've been from LA and people knew about me that I was gonna pop off immediately. But
it wasn't like that.
Yeah, like tell me about that. Like tell me about the work.
As far as me putting in the work, I feel like God really had to humble me to get to where I'm at right now.
Okay.
Just being in my head and then also noticing like a lot of people is not gonna support you. And I feel like when we start something up, we're like, oh yeah, such and such gonna support me. You know, they got this following, they gonna do this, they gonna always post me because you always post them. It never happens like that. So I feel like that put more fire up under my ass too. To like, okay, watch this. Because in order for somebody to take you serious, you got to take yourself serious too. Period. And so shout out to my best friend Gina Views, even to
shout out Gina Views.
Like she been doing ciphers, like you feel me. And I never brought it up to her, never asked, you feel me, because I wanted her to see the work I was putting in.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, I was on Pro Club when she hosted the cipher.
Shout out Gina.
Come on now. So it's like, it's all about God's timing. In order for him to see like you prevail, what you need to do. You need to be obedient, be in this section as far as like your season. I'm sorry, I'm trying not to talk slang. Be in your season, not your section, but be in your season. Like learning right here and then continue to elevate and evolve. So I feel like that's what I've been learning as far as just being from the city and learning along the way.
And you have been doing such a good job.
Thank you.
Like, for me, like, I'm discovering so many. I mean, I'm from the IE, but I'm discovering so many like LA rappers and different things like that. But I feel like you have such a special cadence. I mean, like you go crazy, and you go crazy. I don't even know like where to put your flow at.
Yes.
Whether it's like a sugar free, whether it's like a, I don't know, like who would you say is like very comparable to your sound right now?
I would say sugar free. I would say E40. when I'm like sexy talking my shit, it's between like Lil Kim, Foxy Brown.
Yes.
And as far as like my wardrobe switch up, I feel like it's giving Missy Elliott.
It is. And I love the fact that your mom was like listening to Lil Kim.
Yes.
Like, while
and going up.
Yes, when you were boiling in the stomach.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I
swear.
feel like that really played a part into like
it definitely
who
did.
You are.
It definitely did. She was a big Lil Kim fan. And of course, like, you know, all the old school R&B artists. It's crazy if I be trying singing, but if I really could sing, I'd probably be.
Actually, I mean, the why.
Oh, yeah.
Like, the why. I do feel like I feel the melody on the
like
why.
Like it's coming out a little bit low, razzle dazzle.
And I do like the fact that, like, I mean, like, you obviously have found your sound, but
right.
you are moving on to like different genres and like wanting to tap into the pop and wanting to tap into, I don't know, just everything. But
yes.
like the why really proved to me that like you could really like just switch lanes like that.
Thank you. It's crazy because I was talking to my boy behind the scenes. I was saying like playing with why I'm just so used to the G-Funk West Coast beats. Like, you know. And I wanted to get out that box, but something always draws me back into the West Coast feel.
Yeah.
The G-Funk. But I'm still trying to get out the box, though. Try to, you know. So that's what made me draw into the Afro beats. And I'm also Caribbean. So I was like, let me play around with it. So I love why.
I love why, too. And I love why for so many reasons because you actually went to Panama.
Yes.
To film that. Which is actually really dope.
Yeah, the parade and everything.
You are Panamanian.
Yes.
And I think that's just like such a lovely thing for your culture and for you to like actually like put some highlight on.
Yes.
Talk about that and going down there and shooting the music video.
So I actually didn't go to Panama, but it's crazy. I'm going to Panama this June for 2 weeks with my family. So they come out here and do a Panama parade like in downtown LA. So that's where I was able to capture that at. So me and my family been going there since I was little. And rest in peace to my grandmother. She had passed away 2 years ago, but she just always made sure I felt that feel of the Panamanian, you know, culture and everything. I actually did go to Panama when I was 8. I had an asthma attack. It's so crazy, but we're not gonna go into that. But it was pretty cool to see the culture and just remembering everything as far as my granny showing me around. And I'm definitely excited to go back this summer. I'm out there for 2 weeks.
A whole 14 days.
Crazy.
But thank God they got some really good food.
Oh, yeah,
I heard
absolutely.
Panamanian food is like
that Caribbean
top 2. Yeah.
Chef kiss.
Okay.
Yes.
So, I mean, you have been going crazy. I know that you have your show coming literally May 8th, approaching so closely. Gina View's hosting. Girl, tell me about that. Like, you headlining your first show, but you being so many years in the game.
Yes.
To actually reach this point.
Exactly. I feel like I've always been in my head about it. Like, I could have always did my first show. It's just... this is just me going into astrology. As far as me being Aquarius, air sign, I'm always in my head.
Yeah.
Always in my head.
Seriously.
So I'm like, fuck, what if not this person, but what if they gonna come out for me such and such? What if they don't sing my songs back to me, this, that, and the third? But I had to get out my own way. That's just what it really is. Getting out your own way.
Yes, right. Getting out your own way.
When I had did the Y visual, so many people had popped out for me for a certain scene. So my real name is Morgan.
Yes.
I have a best friend named Morgan.
Yes.
So she told me, like, you could do your first show. You see how many people popped out for you just for this visual? And she been on my ass about it, but I just been on some, like she know me. So I'm like, not yet. So when she had brought it up last year, I was like, fuck it, let's do it. Wray Experience. So here we are.
And I love that. Like, I love how you went to Rolling Loud and like took on like the Wray Experience, which could low key be like a media like company at the end of the day.
Exactly.
Right. You can like, I mean, like it's your experience and like you hosting it, but I think like you had so many people pop out for that one visual that you did.
Yes.
Sitting in a street. Which one was that?
Yes. I think that was a cipher I had did.
Yeah. So you've always had the support.
Yes. I love it. I love it.
No, so I love it, and I know that your show on the 8th is about to be like super
cracking.
cracking.
Yeah, make sure y'all there. Click the
link.
link.
We expect? Is anyone gonna pop out? Is it just you? Like, can you give me like any
look at
little like details?
It's gonna be real LA'd out. It's gonna be LA'd out. Anything that you could think of, LA, it's gonna be there. Literally, anything you could think of.
So you're having special guests.
I'm gonna have one special guest. That's all I'm gonna say.
You can't give me a hint.
No, they from Carson.
Does he sing?
I don't know.
Is it Kaylin?
I don't know.
Is Kaylin from Carson?
Is it? It's crazy. Kaylin is really my favorite LA artist.
I know. That's why
I don't know.
That's why I asked. I was like, you gonna make it work for it? No? Okay. Okay. So we'll see. Obviously, you got to be there.
Yes.
What is your favorite thing about LRG? Like coming to the brand?
You know, it's
right
crazy.
now?
Was I telling you or was I telling somebody else?
I don't know. Tell me the story again.
But my mom used to buy LRG for me when I was a kid. That's why it's like a full circle moment right now, for real. Like I had told you, like even being on Pro Club last year for the Cypher and then just being here with our LRG. I just feel like God always map it out for you how it's supposed to be, what you destined to happen to be in, the position that you're supposed to be in. But you guys been treating me well. The merch has been amazing.
That's what I'm talking about.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah,
okay.
give me y'all photo shoots, LRG. Yeah, I need that brand deal.
Period.
Plug that in there.
Period.
Yes, but I love the hospitality and I'm proud of you. Like I've always been saying throughout this whole day, like, yo, aura, light, ever since I met you. I think it was at a showcase we met each other in Ontario.
I literally remember that exact moment.
Exactly. And we
you.
just connected. Like I swear the chemistry is there. And we finna go eat after this too, y'all.
I know, period.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
I love me some
yes.
Ray. Talking about LA rap and you being so essential to that right now, especially with like the female rappers that are coming up. We got the Shady Blues, we got the T Spokes. Also, I love that whole collab that y'all did.
They're my girls.
Yeah, I gotta get them in here too. Like,
yes,
so awesome.
please.
Yes, y'all killed it.
Thank you.
Where do you see the projection for that going within like 2025 and beyond?
Yeah, I think it's more so out of just going back to everybody getting out their own way. I'm such a girl's girl, but I can't say that for everybody else. But it just be a lot of politics within just
how
what's
do you
going
do that
on.
and like keep your originality but also not competition? Because I'm that type of person. Like for what I do, like I don't watch anyone else's shit.
Exactly.
Like I do support, but like I'm not like indulged in like comparing or whatever.
That's just
I'm
based,
just like, it's cool.
Exactly. I think that's just based off our character though, on how we move and how we operate. And others capture that. They see that. Okay. So they know how to approach us and how we move about it or just respect us in a different, light situation and just how we handle things. Like say if we peep somebody don't get along. Like we know to work with this person over here and work with this person over here and not being naive to it. So that's just how I move about it. I never let anybody that's beefing get in the way of the business side of us working. Because at the end of the day, you could be cold and they could be cold. Yeah. And y'all not get along. I ain't got shit to do with me. Right. That's between y'all. And that's even with like male artists as well too. Like I don't give a fuck about none of that. And I'm really from LA. I'm really like a hood bitch.
Well, what I want to know, because I I'm discovering you and I'm like knowing you and getting to know you, but so many people have knew about LA Ray before LA Ray. But I'm like, how was you know? Like, what were you doing out here? Like,
it was really all the school. What was you doing out here? It's crazy. I'm gonna just say all the schools I went to. Okay. For real. That's how I really got to know everybody from different areas. And just being at all the parties, promoting everybody's stuff. Okay. Because I had this whole thing called Ray's Promo, just promoting everybody parties or businesses and brands. Yeah. And so I had to honestly put that on the whole, just focus on my artist side, to focus on me. Because it was taking too much of everybody else's time. And sometimes you got to pour into your own cup before filling up somebody else's. So I had to put that on the pause. But Ray's Promo is coming back though, y'all. I'm gonna get a whole team build up and focus on y'all. But I think it's just all the schools that I had went to growing up for real. And I can't say that.
I was
can't
like,
say
what
too
was
much.
Ray doing? Was she drug dealing? Was she like, what was she doing out here? I was like, everybody know about LA Ray. Yeah. But you're the coolest girl, obviously,
I swear.
To know out in Los Angeles.
It's like I'm that cool homegirl.
Yeah, you that cool homegirl.
Yeah.
Everyone knows about LA Ray.
Exactly. I
feel like everyone supports LA Ray, and including myself, including
I appreciate
LRG.
You, queen.
Yes, of course. So thank you so much for coming to the LRG headquarters and doing this interview with us and doing your Levy mic performance.
Yes.
You make such great nostalgic music.
Thank you.
You make nostalgic music. I was
that's
like,
right.
I can see myself bouncing to this. in a couple years. I mean, like, I feel like
that's what it's all about, making longevity music too.
You do.
You can't make temporary
and
sounds.
You're so different.
Thank you.
Never change.
Thank you so much. Likewise.
Of course.
Yes.
Thank y'all for tuning into the Indie as Fuck interview. You can catch LA Ray's performance on our channel as well. Peace out, y'all.